Greetings radio people, welcome back to the shack. Following my last video on the topic of TEAS, it's now become apparent to me that the condition is far more widespread than I first thought. Last time we talked about this, I described the concept of BCCS, which is the burning credit card syndrome. We found and talked about the fact that this is often the precursor to DBA, a drained bank account. I explained how sufferers of the condition are often café, caught again finding equipment, usually after very honest and sincere declarations of latte, last addition to test equipment ever. Many have already reached Jenga, where junk is engulfing nearby garage areas, and many are also past the point of being busted. This is where you have bought an unnecessary shed load of test equipment devices, and despite all we can say, most remain in a state of coffee. This is continuous observations for future electronic equipment. Now I've just come home with this piece of utter junk. It's a frequency counter that covers up to a lousy 100 megahertz. It's far less capable than many other pieces of test gear that I already own. So why did I part with money for this door wedge? It's also incredibly deep, such that there are few shelves in existence that will actually accommodate this thing. I have to hereby confess that I bought this simply because of the HP badge on the front. Good grief. It also seems, from feedback that I've received following my last video, that TEAS is frequently preceded by a separate and potentially worse disorder called OSCA. This is Oscilloscope Acquisition disorder, a strange malady that leads to the possession of way too many oscilloscopes. Some pursue this to the point of nuts, where no unit is to be seen, a situation where you know you have a specific oscilloscope in the collection, but you just can't find it. You've looked everywhere. You know you have it. You know it's here somewhere, but you just can't find it within all this stuff. See Jenga. We talked about that earlier, right? Now, another common disorder amongst our kind that has come to the fore is SAD. This is shipping anxiety disorder, a state of total and complete unrest during the time when you order a piece of test equipment on eBay, but the seller hasn't shipped it yet. You keep going back to your eBay account over and over and over to see if the shipping status has changed, even though you know you're going to get an email when the shipment is sent. You think maybe somehow you missed the email, or it got lost on the internet somewhere, or whatever. So you go back again to refresh the order page over and over and over. This anxiety level, however, is minor compared to that once you know the item is actually en route. This is where the courier is now tasked with the carriage of your treasured possession. It seems that multiple visits to tracking pages per hour are not uncommon. This, in very bad cases, includes checking that it's actually been delivered once you already have it. It also seems sufferers often find themselves in spontaneously formed groups to discuss new finds of Alderaan, an accessible location of disused equipment ready and available now, an excellent Star Wars derived code word when used by members of a T group who wish to quickly and inconspicuously communicate interest in a viable source of gear amongst themselves without arousing suspicion from friends and family. I've just found a great new Alderaan. I'm pleased to let you know that help is now at hand. For some time on the EEV blog forum, a thread for sufferers to congregate has existed, but I'm now going to propose that we form a 12-step organisation called Test Equipment Acquirers Anonymous. It will be a safe place where like-minded TEAs can share their experience, strength and hope of recovery. Those who are in recovery will be available for consultation, and will share advice to both the newcomer and the old hand, for an appropriate fee, of course. Here you will find like-minded individuals who can help you recover from your condition. I appeal to you, please face your circumstances head on, combat your condition, and join the fellowship today. Also, if you want to send some money so I can buy some more gear, that'd be great.